Hello everyone, I'm Ashish from 2510 and today I am going to be designing the website to make it as professional as possible, as right now the website is kind of bland and we wanted to make it look more presentable. So yeah, firstly we'll create a static folder and add our styles.css there. So yeah, now I'll be explaining what each does. So firstly, the body one styles the entire web page. So the font family, is also the first one sets the font to Poppins, and if unavailable, it falls back to a generic sans serif font. The background color will be light grayish. The text color to be dark gray and removes any default margins and padding around the body. Next, the navigation bar. The navigation, the styles and sets a dark blue background color, adds space inside the navigation bar, and adds a subtle shadow beneath the navigation bar. For the navigation unordered list, it displays the list items in a row, spreads the list items evenly across the width, removes bullet points, and removes default margin and padding. For the styling of the links inside the list items, it makes the text white, converts the text to uppercase, removes the underlines, makes the text bold, adds space inside the link elements, rounds the corners slightly, and smoothly animates background color changes. And the background color will be changed to a lighter blue when hovered. Next, we'll be talking about the home page styling. So for the home container, it styles the main container of the home page, where it centers all text inside this container and adds space of 50 pixels above the container. So the home container H1 styles the main heading on the home page. It makes the text large and colors the text dark blue. For P, it styles the paragraph text, where it increases the font size slightly and sets a medium gray text color. It also adds vertical space and centers the text horizontally, and it also limits the paragraph width to 600 pixels. Next, the buttons on the home page. There'll be padding and width applied. There'll be space inside the button. The colors of the button will be dark blue, and the button text will be white. The corners of the button will also be slightly rounded, and it removes underlines and animates the background changes. While hovering over the button, it will change the button's background color to light blue. Next, the auth forms. So auth container styles the container for login or registration forms. It limits the container width to 400 pixels, adds vertical space and centers horizontally, adds space inside the container, sets a white background color, and rounds the corners more. Lastly, it also adds a soft shadow. For the heading inside the form container, it is centered and the space below the heading and the text is dark blue. For the input fields in the form, the input fields will take up the full width and there'll be space below each input and inside the input fields. There'll be a light gray border and it slightly rounds the corners. For the form submission button, the button is full width, it adds space inside the button, colors the button dark blue, makes the button text white, removes the border, slightly rounds the corners, sets the font size, and changes the cursor to a pointer when hovered. And when hovered upon, it changes to a light blue. And it centers the paragraph text inside the form container. Next, we'll be talking about our dashboard. So it centers all the text and elements in the dashboard and adds space above the containers. The dashboard heading is dark blue, and there'll be space above the dashboard links. For the dashboard for the buttons on the dashboard, there'll be margin, padding, and width. The buttons will be dark blue, the button text will be white, the corners will be rounded, rules underlines, and animates the background changes. And when hovered upon, it'll obviously be dark blue. I mean lighter blue, sorry. For the courses and webinars, it's all basically the same thing. And yeah, I think this is quite boring for you all as it's all pretty much the same thing. So now let's actually try out this and see if it looks good. So yeah, let's see if it all works out. So let's view all the courses. Does it all work? Let's try to create a new course. Yep, we've created a course. Let's try to upload some random thing. Random camp equilibria time practice. Yeah, we've uploaded it successfully. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's try to log out. And that's all. It looks very presentable to our ASRJC teachers. So yeah, that's the full tutorial of how you create the ASRJC Teacher Growth Platform. I hope you have learned a few things and thank you for your attention and have a nice day.